Bye-bye, Lily. I'm going to film now. Oh, you showed up. Fancy that. Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. My name is Katie. I am the Duchess of Suds here on this channel. This is my daughter Lily. Yes, she's kind of sleepy right now. Today's soap is carrot cake. This is another one that I didn't design. Our good friend and member of the royal court, Tiffany, did. I'm gonna show you guys her design. So you got the piped top, you've got some little scraplings of different colored bits of soaps in there to sort of make it look more authentic. You got sort of a cream cheese layer. She even told us which fragrance oil to use. I just felt like this design was perfect for autumn, and I've had a lot of requests for a carrot cake, so I'm happy to use hers. Tiffany, please contact us through the Royalty Soaps website on the little contact area so that we can send you one of these bars on the November 5th release. The only recommendation I didn't do for this soap was putting actual bits of carrot in there. I had carrot powder and it just completely slipped my mind. That's alright, if we do remakes in the future, we will definitely be using that. If you aren't following me on Instagram, I have two, one for Royalty Soaps and one for personal stuff like Little Lily and family outings and blah blah blah. So, let's make some soap. We have here my melted soap making oil, so I'm gonna add my lye water solution to them. And now that that's in, it's time to blend. Okay, so let's split this off into a couple different containers. We're gonna have 2 layers of carrot cake, but we're also going to have a small layer of frosting in the middle. So this is gonna be my frosting bucket. Now that I've got my 2 even buckets, I'm gonna set the frosting and the top layer off to the side, and we're gonna work with the bottom layer of carrot cake. The first color that we are adding is Aztec Gold, and the second color is Brown Oxide. So let's blend those colors in well. Added the fragrance oil, and the fragrance oil we're using today is Carrot Cupcake from Nature's Garden. It smells really good. It smells like a little spicy, and you definitely get that yummy cake scent in there too. From what I can remember of carrot cake, it smells similar. I'm gonna blend that in by hand, and it is turning the soap a very orangey color, which I hope means that it will stay orange and not discolor. The picture that I saw of this particular fragrance oil didn't discolor that bad. Like, there was a little bit, but it wasn't like black by the time it had finished. The fragrance oil being blended in, it is now time to add the orange soap shaving. So I ended up grading up some orange soap. It was two-toned. I have some thinner pieces and some thicker pieces because all the pieces of carrot cake that I saw online had like bigger chunks and thinner chunks of carrots in there, and then it was all sorts of different colors. So I think this is the most accurate. I'm going to take a nice big handful. I'm gonna start blending this up in there. It should be getting pretty thick. I want it to look really, really carroty, so having lots of big chunks in there. Blend in a little more, and the fragrance oil is behaving really well, and gosh, it smells good. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's about as blendy as it's gonna get, so let's pour it into our molds. Okay, so I'm gonna start pouring all the way down the molds here, and I'm not gonna flatten it out. I would like the carrot bits to sort of sit up a little bit. I am, however, gonna make sure that there's some in all the corner areas, and I am keeping the sides clean because it's still supposed to look layered. First layer's in, so any little messy bits I've gotten on the side, I'm just gonna wipe those off so it's pretty even and clean. All right, let's mix up the frosting to go next. I've added a little titanium dioxide into this container here, so now we're going to blend it all up. The white is nice and mixed, so let's put it in the molds. These are already hard as a rock, so I'm just gonna pour it straight on. And this isn't supposed to be a huge layer. It's supposed to cover the whole soap, but it's not supposed to be super duper thick. And sort of the same way I did the carrot cake layer, I am gonna make sure that this is even throughout the soap, but I'm not gonna smooth out any lumps or bumps. I'm definitely not gonna tap it down on the ground. All right, let's let that set up and we'll mix up the final layer. As you can probably see, we ended up with a little more batter for these soaps, just because I added 16 ounces or 8 ounces each of the shaved orange pieces of soap. So it's obviously gonna displace a little. It's a little mounded up, which is great because it's gonna look like the cake has risen. Oh boy, I can't wait to mix up the frosting. Look at that color. It looks like real carrot cake. So using the Royalty Soaps piping recipe and piping set, plus an Amazon tip that I got that I'll leave you down below, we're gonna start putting the frosting on. I'm gonna try to be pretty precise with this one because something I've noticed about the carrot cakes I've seen is that their frosting work is always really good. They typically have used a ribbed tip. And then I'm not gonna do my typical 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna try to do 3 stacked on top of 3 because the embed we have is gonna, oopsie daisy. I love that right after I'm talking about like being extra careful, that's what happens. Nice. Anyway, we're doing 3 on top of 3 because the embeds need to lay flat. So I don't want any sort of peak on top. Carrot cake is the most disappointing dessert of my childhood. Every time I saw it at family functions or gatherings, I always felt cheated. That's not real cake. I always thought it was healthy cake disguised as real cake. Adults seem to like it, and I just thought it was a ploy to get us to eat vegetables. My dad ate some of it for breakfast one time when we were at my grandma's house, and then I knew it was a lie. Secretly a muffin in cake form. My dad also thinks pound cake is a breakfast food. It's not. Apparently, my grandmother liked to toast a piece of it in the toaster oven in the morning and put butter on it and serve it to her children like it was a waffle or something. And so now my dad likes to eat it for breakfast whenever it's in the house, which is rare, but he still eats cake for breakfast. My dad just kind of likes sweet things in general, like a whole bunch. Blueberry cobbler and blueberry cheesecake are among his very favorite things. In fact, for his groom's cake at his wedding, he had blueberry cheesecake instead of regular like chocolate cake. How cool of him to have a non-traditional wedding cake. So I've been on the hunt to make a homemade like blueberry cobbler for him. I've never done that before, so I'm looking for a good recipe if y'all know of any. I'd like to just up and surprise him with one day. Okay, so let's fill in that little gap in the middle, not building up, just making it even with the other 2 on top. Now that we have all of the frosting on, you guys know I've got to add a little glitter. So I'm just gonna take some snowflake sparkle from Nurture, and I'm gonna put that across the top and my large strainer I have here. Alternatively, you can use Sparkle Plenty from Mad Micas. So I feel like the grandma on Babe the Pig whenever she's making the Christmas cake and he's like testing the sharpness of his knives and she's like, you lo 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 lo. And now for the crowning jewel, the carrots. The carrots were made using a chocolate mold from Amazon. I will leave you guys a link down below. And then all the tops were hand dipped in green Vibrance mica mixed with vodka. So we made a really liquidy bit, dipped them and placed them to the side. We felt like real chocolatiers. Now I have to place these right in the middle of each bar or I won't be able to cut them properly. This looks a little better than I thought it was going to. I think I might also use these carrot molds for a Peter Rabbit soap in the future. Maybe I should do that in spring. Beatrix Potter is one of my icons. She is someone I truly aspire to be like. And she made a tremendous impression upon me even when I was very, very little. If you have kids and they haven't seen the Beatrix Potter animated shows, you should definitely get those for them. Quintessential part of my childhood, to be honest. I honestly cannot wait to photograph these. This is gonna be one of the fun ones. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I get asked a lot what camera I use to film on and what I shoot my photos with, and actually they're two different cameras. So I shoot all my pictures with a Canon Mark III, and then I shoot all of my videos with a Canon G7X Mark II. It's actually just a point and shoot camera. And I will upgrade probably next year, but I've been shooting with this for 2 years. It's really easy. It's really beginner friendly, guys. If you're thinking of starting up a channel, highly recommend. A lot of vloggers use it. And then the lens I use on the camera is a Tamron 18-70, I think, EF 18-70, and then I also sometimes use a Canon 50mm. Final thing to do is spritz with rubbing alcohol. Oh yes, and we're done. Okay, but y'all, it's so cute. I feel like these would be really good like baby shower gifts. I really don't know why. So I'm gonna let them sit for 18 to 24 hours uncovered and not insulated. And then we will come back and we will chop them up into bars after this quick commercial break. It is quite a bit later, and the carrot cake soap not only looks perfect, but smells amazing. I'm not gonna lie, even though Nature's Garden was like, it doesn't discolor very much, when I smelled it and smelled how like vanilla-y it was, I just didn't believe them. So I'm thrilled to death it's actually the same color I made it yesterday. All right, everything's lined up. Gonna press down with all my strength. And let's take us a little bar right out of the middle here. So sticky. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So here's all those little grated bits of the orange soaps, the two different shades, and you can tell. Then there's the cream cheese frosting in the middle. You got the cream cheese frosting on top, and the little carrot and sparkles. It's so cute. And smells really amazing too. Such an accurate carrot cake smell. Caleb joins us once again with a question of the day. Thank you for joining us, Tub Tub.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You are so welcome.
Okay, would you rather have a tiny Steve Buscemi always drowning in your drinks, or would you rather have a giant Steve Buscemi always stealing your food? So let's unpack this just a little bit.
Yeah, I'm afraid you're gonna have to.
So the tiny Steve in your drinks, he's just kind of flailing around. You know how Patrick does in that one SpongeBob episode where he's, oh, I'm drowning. He's not really drowning. He won't drown. And you can't drink him. He's just gonna be really obnoxious, and it's gonna be odd, and maybe he'll like kick you in the lip every now and then when you take a sip.
And the other option?
And then the giant Steve, he just kind of wanders into your house just every single time you get some food, or a restaurant, you get some food, and he just wanders around. He's like 8 feet tall. And he just snags maybe like a third of whatever's on your plate. He's like, hey, what's up? You know the deal. It's Steve.
Okay, but you still get to eat some of it, so it's not like you starve, because Giant Steve has giant appetite and whatever.
No, he just needs a little bit from everybody.
Okay, so another quick question before I answer this outrageous question of the day. Does Steve go and torment other people who answer? Like, so if there happens to be other people who answer this question, does he steal their food at the restaurant?
In this world, it's just you.
Oh, well, that's isolating. But I don't want to be kicked in the lip every day, so I'm gonna go with Giant Steve. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm pretty thin. I don't think I can stand to have somebody steal my food. I'll probably sip on a mini Steve shoe for a while.
What are you saying about me?
Huh?
Oh, I'm pretty thin. I can't afford to have someone steal my food.
I mean, There's thin people, and then there's me.
If you would like to vote in the question of the day, please click the I in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. I am genuinely interested to know which one you guys pick. This is a ridiculous question. We always thank Caleb for his ridiculous questions. Thanks for that, Caleb.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Woo, round of applause. That was nuts. That was nuts, Caleb. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my weird husband's question of the day. If you did, be sure to stick around for more soap making videos. This soap will be available to purchase on November 5th, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time at royaltysoaps.com. Isn't her little Mickey Mouse onesie the cutest? I got it at Target and it was on sale for like $4. Oh, are you saying bye-bye? Do something fun for yourself today, whether that's hugging and squeezing a cute little person or sending me in your own design. Again, my P.O. box is down below if you want to send it there, or you can email it to me. What are you doing with your mouth? Yeah, what is that? That is so silly.
Mama.
Either way, do something that makes you happy and we'll see you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Meow.